Today we're going to be going over a super simple but effective way to achieve a bronze statue effect. Let's start off with the materials that you'll need, which really isn't much. First is some metallic paint in a bronze color. I specifically like using two paints for this method. One, a more brushed or matte metallic paint like this Craft Smart one. And secondly, this super bright bronze acrylic ink. You could just build up the bronze intensity using one color, but I find using a slightly brighter and highly pigmented bronze looks incredible and really makes the highest points on a model stand out. As for a paintbrush, you'll want to use something with very stiff bristles. This filbert brush, originally designed for oil painting, is one of my favorites to use for this painting effect. Stenciling brushes can also work very well. You'll of course also need something to paint. I'm going to be using this Boba Fett figure that I resin printed as part of a larger statue. It is important that whatever you do plan on painting, first be primed or painted black. Begin by squeezing some of your paint onto whatever you're using as a palette. Dip your brush into the paint, then dab your brush onto the palette and even a paper towel to remove excess paint before beginning to paint your model. You'll want to use a fairly light hand while painting. If you feel like you're turning into an archaeologist, then you're probably doing it right. It's always better to build up the intensity of the bronze color slowly so that it doesn't look overdone. If it's not intense enough for your liking, you can always do multiple layers. You want the paint to really be only sitting on the highest points of the model's surface, while still letting the black show through in the deeper recesses to give the paint job dimension. The stiffer brush will also help you in achieving this effect. You'll want to paint your entire model using this process. Once I have my entire model painted in a layer of bronze, this is when I like to go back in with the more intense bronze ink. Using an identical process as with the paint, make sure to remove any excess paint from the brush before beginning to paint your model. With this color you can be a bit more selective, only painting the absolute highest points on the model and the areas that you want to pop just a bit more. This is almost like adding areas that are particularly clean and shiny on a statue. Again, you'll want to use a light hand with this and not overdo it. Overall, this is a really simple painting technique, but the finished result looks incredibly impressive. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.